see, it's me, Mickey Mouse. I'm so glad you came to see me to get fitted for your first sorcerer robe. So hold still and we'll get you fitted in no time. Hot dog! Now, not everybody can be a sorcerer, but it seems like you have the talent, which is super great. So what we're going to do is we're going to get you fitted for your robe and eventually for your hat as well. Now, as you probably know, sometimes a lot of the sorcerer's magic resides in their hat. But I'll tell you a secret. The robe helps you control it as well, which is why we want to get it fitted properly for you. Oh boy! So I want you to hold still, and what we're going to do is I'm going to take a few measurements from you, and we're going to go from there. So hold still. I'm going to get this around your neck, and we're going to see. Looks like you're a 15 and a half. Perfect. I'm going to make a little note of that. I don't trust myself to remember numbers. I don't know about you. Once I've learned a magic spell, it just stays in my mind. But numbers, whoo, poof, right out. So, you might notice that my robe doesn't go around my neck like that, so you're probably asking, why do I need your neck measurements? It's still important. We need to know your whole body so that we can fit your robe perfectly. Also, it comes with a cool hood, and we want to fit you for that too. To that end, let me check the length of your cabeza here. And 12 inches. Perfect. That way we can get the hood so it comes up perfectly if you want to be all dramatic like. It's fun. Now, this is very important, is the length of your arm, because a robe doesn't just act like a regular piece of cloth. Oh no! It goes and hangs down nice and floppy. So the first thing we're going to do is have you hold out your arm. Hold out your arm. And I'm going to measure the length of your arm. And that is 22 inches. Perfect. You are going to look so good in your robe. And what we'll do is we'll add some extra material so it goes and flops all down. Now you might be asking, Mickey, why do you have robes that do that? Well, there's two reasons, okay? The first reason is that you can hide spell components in your robe sleeve. You can hide little bits of powder, little diamond dust, even your wand can you hide in there. But there's one other really important reason for having the long floppy robe. It looks cool. So, let's go ahead and get your chest measurement here. We're going to go around your chest, around and around and around. And that is 42. You've got a nice strong chest, pal. Clearly you've been working out. So, we want to make sure that your robe is comfortable. Generally, you wear it over your small clothes or even your regular shirt, whatever you want. You wear it over, but you sometimes just wear the robe itself. It just depends on your day and what you're doing. But I definitely recommend wearing something under it because it can get a little sweaty and you don't want your robe getting stinky. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Mickey, why don't I just use magic and clean my robe? Well, the answer is you can. But magic always comes with a price. Magic always asks something of the caster. So whenever you cast a spell, you want to make sure that it's important. You don't want to use spells just to bring you a cheeseburger from the store, no matter how much delicious it would be. But there are times when you might need to do that. If you need to feed your friends, if somebody's hungry, of course, that's a great time to use your magic. Now, speaking of your chest, let's move on down to your little belly. I hope you're not too ticklish. I know I am. I'm going to go ahead and get that around your waist. That is a 32. You're pretty trim, my friend. Looking good. Now, we'll get that so it fits nicely here. We do want to, again, have a little bit of easement in the robe, because your robe is meant to be worn over other clothes. But you don't want to wear like really thick clothes. You wouldn't want to wear like a big thick jacket or a suit jacket, something like that, unless you absolutely needed to. But this is designed, we're going to put just a little bit of easement in there so it'll fit easily over like a shirt or even like a very thin jacket, that kind of thing, so you can wear it underneath, okay? Perfect. Now, when you're wearing a robe, obviously you got a lot of working down and below. You're not wearing pants as part of the robe. The robe is free-flowing. But we still, very importantly, want to know how tall you are and how far down your legs go. Because this is very important. You can trust me on this. You do not want your robe hanging down past your feet, because it'll get all dirty. So, I'm going to go ahead and measure your side length. Hold still. There we go. Got a 36 there. And let me get the inside seam. You trust me, don't you, pal? Don't worry. Mickey's very respectful. And 23. Perfect, perfect. That is just so when we make your robe, we make sure that it hangs just a little above your feet, so it kind of slightly covers the top of your shoes, but still gives you a little room. Obviously, you'll normally be wearing shoes with this, unless it's an emergency. Now, this is the fun part. I told you that your robe helps you control your powers. How does that work? Well, this robe is going to be threaded with residuum. And residuum is basically refined magic. Now, you can see there's a little bit of residuum running all through my robe. What that does, it doesn't make you more powerful. Do you understand? It's not like you're going to shoot a little fire and suddenly it's going to come out like a fireball. Nothing like that, pal. What it's going to do is help you control your magic. Because we sorcerers don't use wands. We get our power supplemented by the objects that we wear. And then we learn to control the magic with our mind. So, the residuum in your robe will help you channel that magic, give you more refinement, control, and make it easier for you to use your magic. Does that sound good? Fantastic, pal. Now I have a really important question. What color do you want? Now, traditionally, red is my favorite, but my mentor always wore a blue or a black. So, what are we thinking, pal? Green! I love it. Are you thinking like a dark green? Are you thinking like a forest green or like a bright, shiny neon green? Like a forest green? I love it. We'll go through some swatches, make sure and pick it out, because once we get this robe done, it will last you for years. Once it's infused with the residuum, it will resist staining and dirt and decay. Now, it won't last forever, but it will last you for a few decades at least. So we definitely want to get it right the first time, which is why we're taking all these measurements. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get started on your robe. You are going to keep practicing your magic, because once you learn to control your magic a little better, you're going to get your own sorcerer hat. Now remember, neither your robe nor your hat make the magic. The magic comes from you. Ask yourself, in that famous story where I had a little bit of trouble with a few brooms, when my master came in and stopped it, he wasn't wearing the hat. I was. He calmed the waters with his own magic, but his hat is what helped him control and amplify it, just like it does for me, just like it'll do for you. So, I'm going to go get started. You keep practicing, and maybe we'll have a little lunch later. Maybe a hot dog. I am so excited to see what kind of apprentice you will be, and I can't wait to see your new robe. Thank you, everybody, for watching Roleplay Riot. If you've enjoyed this, well, like and subscribe. I'd love to make a robe just for you.